Firstly, congratulations on winning the Innovation Award.
Thank you very much.
What does it mean to be, how does it feel to be recognised for your innovation?
It feels nice, I have to say. It feels nice. Of all the things you would like to be supported or encouraged to continue, it's innovation. I think particularly because the status quo right now, particularly in this country, feels toxic. You know, the way that the government and certain aspects of the media are looking for division, looking for ways to divide us, looking at ways to... sorry, I'm allowed to go this political this quickly. Yeah, okay, fine. But I just think, I think it's important to innovate, to keep changing. You know, we're living through an existential crisis with climate change, which is, if we just carry on what we're doing, we're heading towards extinction. So we have to change what we do, and therefore we need to innovate. And part of that means collaboration, and that's really important. Collaborating, friendship with our neighbours, friendship with the people that live next door, not promoting hatred, trying to find new ways, bring new people, new voices, new communities into these forms of expression. So, innovation feels important in a sort of current political context.
Definitely. And where do you look for your inspiration when you're starting out?
I think it's always about stories. You know, I think particularly because in my lifetime, with the invention of the sampler, we can now make music out of anything. So you can make it out of your glasses, or your grandmother's house, or Brexit, or the war in Gaza, or a tractor driving into a swimming pool. You can whatever you can think of to record, you can make music out of. And this revolution is an extraordinary gift to musicians. And what was the question?
Where do you look for your inspiration?
Oh, where do you look for inspiration? Yeah, okay. So it's about storytelling. So where do you know, if I said to you, you can make a record about anyone, where do you point your microphone? Who do you point it to? And that's an incredible power. So the inspiration comes in a way not from me, but from what the circumstances around me. You know.
And when you found that story that you want to tell, how does the creative process start? How do you start translating that into music?
Well, there's a lot of planning and thinking before I even start to record or play any notes. So my last record was made out of a horse skeleton. So the first thing I did was try and work out, well, what kind of story can I tell about a horse skeleton? You know, do I tell a story? It was a horse racing skeleton. So do I tell it about? Is the story about it being a horse racing horse, or do I talk about it as emblematic of every horse, and then you try and bring in working horses or wild horses, or do you try and make it about man's relation or human's relationship with nature, or do you make it about death, or do you make it about rebirth? So there's a lot of, it was a good 6 months of planning and thinking before I even started, and then I made some flutes from the bones and started to go back to the very origins of music and go from there, really. So I went to Paleolithic caves in front of old horse drawings and recorded sounds there, and just did the history of music, building up from there to electronics.
Amazing. And are you at a current sort of embryonic stage in a creative process? Is there stuff to look forward to next year that you can tell us about now?
Yeah, I'm thinking of a few things. I think my next project is probably going back to the plant where my trousers came from. So I'm going back through the fashion chain, trying to get to the plant and understand and meet all the people that made my clothes, and that keep me warm and dressed. And I realise I don't know anything about how they're made or where they come from. So that's my next journey, is out to probably to India and Portugal and places like that.
Incredible. We look forward to hearing it, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.